Wow. Oh my. Just beautiful. Roti.
Hey guys, what's going on? This is Cheynee180 and
the Fallen Fett. Hey guys, what's up?
The Cursed Dead.
Chamba.
You're watching an all-new episode of They're Not Dolls.
Your mic's so hot right now. Yeah, it's episode 409. 409.
Yes.
On our way to episode 420.
Close.
Yep. We're moseying our way on there, aren't we?
Yeah, we're just taking it easy, taking our time. We'll get there when we get there.
All right. But we do have someone else with us tonight.
Oh, then I'm not the Cursed Dead.
Okay. Well, I would like to introduce Phil. Welcome to the show, man.
He's the Cursed Dead.
Yes.
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
I'm back.
Yes. Yes, indeed. It's great to have you back. So for everybody tuning in tonight, we're going to be talking a little bit about some Cursed Dead, yeah?
Little bit.
Just a little bit. Okay. All right. Well, before we get into all that, Phil, how are you doing? How have you been, sir?
Doing all right. Trying to keep busy. Trying to get this Kickstarter floated, so I don't end up a janitor soon enough.
Well, if you were a janitor, you'd be like the one in Good Will Hunting, right? Going in and like solving all the math equation. No,
He's like the one in Good Will Hunting, but instead he just leaves really nice action figure prototypes on people's desks.
yeah.
The drawing.
Or just
You're
like,
what the
immaculate drawings. Like,
Yeah. They're
My
like,
math problems- I would
sir,
write
this is biology class.
my math problems would be up there, but they wouldn't work.
yeah.
I pretend to solve everything, and they'd just be like, "What is?"
Incorrect.
Yeah, nonsense. No, just doing the cursed dead with Adam, trying to get this done, working when I can, and yeah, man, just doing the thing. Hoping my LA house doesn't burn.
Yes. Chamba, what about you? How are you, sir?
Good. It's just really hot here. Summer is not fun, and it's going to probably only get hotter. But yeah, we're going to be talking about toys, so it's going to be good.
Indeed. And Adam, how are you?
It's madness, to say the least. So obviously there's a Kickstarter going on, but just anyone that's not aware, that has their head in the sand, not paying attention to the news, in LA, it's like post-apocalyptic these days. We're literally surrounded by fires. I am literally right next to an evacuation zone. My wife and I, we have our suitcases are packed by the front door. We have our pet carriers ready because we could get evacuated at a moment's notice. Another fire just popped up, and it's quite crazy here. And it's a very interesting thing to be dealing with that while also a day job, family, and promoting a Kickstarter. So yeah, that's how I am.
Busy
All
life,
right.
dude.
Yeah, just scooting right along. Yeah. Ernie, how are you, sir?
I'm good. I can't follow that, so I'm good.
Sorry, Ernie.
Not even gonna try.
My bad.
No. Yeah, that's it. Just good thoughts for everybody, praying for everybody, and hoping the best because it is crazy right now.
Indeed.
Did I get low energy Ernie on the episode I'm on?
No, bro,
Maybe.
no. Like, I'm gonna hype it up for you for reals, but you know, Adam's just a real downer over here.
I am.
Yeah,
Generally, but
Just
that
like,
kind of goes without saying, though, right?
right.
Yeah.
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 There you go.
By the way, can you fund my Kickstarter thing? Yeah, you know, like how
The
am I
little
supposed
tiny
to-
violins. I mean, like, honestly,
Yeah.
while we're on the downer notes, my wife is from Pasadena. Her whole family born and raised, and the Pasadena fire in Altadena. Her and her whole family are watching stuff that they grew up around just burn down. It's gone. It is quite a serious situation. My wife's sister is a kindergarten teacher, and her school burned down. I mean, like, this is awful, guys. It is not cool at all. And it is quite a bummer, but you know, I will say, with that said, I'm not going to talk about that at all for the rest of the night. The rest of the night is positivity, and it's about this Kickstarter because we really do want this to happen. And you know, Phil and I are like in it to make this happen. We want to make cool toys. So I think if it helps at all, you could see how serious we are, that we're out promoting it when the world is literally burning down around us. So please pay attention to the Kickstarter. I'm actually gonna post the link in the chat right now. Please go
Okay.
take a look.
Wow, with
Yeah.
your magical powers.
Yeah, look
it's
at
awesome.
that.
Yeah,
I
but
am
in all
hybrid.
seriousness, too, you know,
Moderate.
before we move on and everything, like we said, you know, we're really thinking about everybody out there. But shout out to the community as always. We have a great community, and everybody who Chat Migos Federation everywhere who is just sending out text of, "Are you guys okay?" You know, because we just all say we're from SoCal, and they're seeing this from around the world and other states. Like, oh my God, what's going on? You know, so you know, like Phil and Adam said, you know, they're in a danger zone, but they're still here to do their thing. We're going to do that tonight. Cheynee and I are safe. We're okay. We're far away from it. But you know, a lot of people unfortunately are going through some crazy stuff right now. And,
Chamba's really far away from it.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know though, because it could wrap around to the bottom. How he's under it.
That's
He's
true.
underneath the
Yeah,
bottom.
it could drip
So
down.
if it hits
Yeah.
the bottom and it goes across the water, it
Mhm.
What's that?
might.
Wrapping around to the bottom. That's
Yeah. The little reach.
We always
around,
get
and it's
we always
close.
get bushfires here, so yeah, it's not good,
Yeah.
man. I hope everyone's safe. That it's not a good time.
Indeed. Yeah. Like you were saying,
how are you?
Ernie, I'm good. Big thank you to everybody that's been DMing me and
Yeah.
checking on me. I really appreciate that. So thank you guys so much. I am okay, but you know, Augie and Adam and Phil here, you know, they may or may not be in some danger. So
speaking of Augie, I think he may be popping in later, but yeah,
he'll be in a little while. Yeah,
he had to check into a hotel.
Yes.
Situations are serious here, but you know, we do love talking toys. It is an escape for us from the real world, but there's also a chance that we are going to have to sign off and bounce. I mean, like, I lost power for a couple hours last night, so if that happens tonight, I sincerely apologize, guys. You know, if it was up to me,
we'll do our best to go on. I mean, I do have to, you know, in the fine print, I know you paid your $250 to have your spot tonight, but there is no refund. But
Wait a minute.
Will finish.
Hold on. What?
Yeah,
it went to Ernie. I zelled Ernie.
And he's pocketing everything.
That makes sense then.
Yeah.
Okay. Speaking of that, Plastic Bubble with a very generous super chat. Hope everyone and their family is okay. Used to live in Alhambra. Well, thank you, Plastic Bubble. Thank you very much for that.
Alhambra is, I think, okay. It just smells like a campfire.
Mm-hmm.
I think every place in LA smells like a campfire right now.
Mm-hmm. Dang. And then Figure Fight Club with a very generous $10 donation. Thank you so much, sir. Says for Cali. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And free plug, Phil and I will be on Figure Fight Club tomorrow. So Figure Fight Club tomorrow, along with it's a really good wrestling photographer who will also be on the show with us.
Oh, nice.
Figure Fight Club. If you can pop the photographer's name in the chat, I think it's like Figure Kingdom or something along those lines. I follow them, but handles, it's hard. There's lots of them. But yeah, we'll be on there. Ernie's so mad at me right now.
Yeah,
he's like, "You're going on Figure Fight Club before Fallen Fett Chronicles," but only by a few days. Only by a few days.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Sorry, Ernie.
I'm looking forward to Fallen Fett Chronicles, dude.
There we go. And he loves to hear that.
Plasty, clip that so Ernie can use it. It's Figure Kingdom is the Instagram photographer.
All right.
That will be on with us tomorrow night.
Right. Figure Fight Club said you could join them, Ernie.
Ooh, yeah. I'll let Phil and Adam do their thing. You know, and pay their time, and
you have to wear your Figure Fight Club hat, though, Ernie.
Tell everybody to tune in for Wednesday show. It's going to be amazing.
We got Plasti Addicto, member for 4 months. Be safe, Cali friends. The rest back to Curse did. And that reminds me, let me look this up real quick. I missed Nick's Figs. What is it? Member
comment?
Yes, member comment last week. And I wanted to read it today. So he said, #1 for the last year of the Mezco Turtles. Good night, amigos. Catch you guys on the replay, and Happy New Year to everyone. So thank you for everything, Nick's Figs, and I apologize that I did not read that last week, but I wanted to make sure that I read it this week so that it was read. So thank you for that.
And good choice, Nick's Figs. Samesies. We're twinsies with our #1 choices.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, speaking of the chat, Ernie.
Yes, sir. Are we going to do this already?
How are our chat amigos doing?
All right, good. Sorry, I have a gummy in my mouth. You know, these are really good. I hope these are.
Yeah, what kind?
Which gummy?
Yeah, is it like a special gummy or is it one of those sugar-free gummies?
Yeah, it's really good. So I'm hoping that it's not special.
Yeah, because you're eating a lot of them. So
yeah,
So I just put a
what does
handful in my
what does
mouth.
10G mean?
Yeah.
All right, I'll just see. Let's do this though. Welcome to an absolutely amazing show tonight. Are you ready to get cursed? Go let everybody know right now. The Cursed Dead is joining us tonight. Light a candle. Go cover your mirror and everything because it's time to get crazy up in here. Make the sign of the cross 3 times and you'll be okay because we're going to show you some crazy stuff tonight. It is episode 409. Welcome. How are you? If you are joining us because you wanted to see what's going on with the Cursed Dead, we are going to get into that right now. But please do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button, hit the bell for notifications, and hit all so you don't miss when we're on, like Tuesday nights with Chat Migos Assemble, Thursday night with They're Not Dolls, and all of our exclusives and toy reviews and other shows that we throw in between. Think about becoming a member because after the show, we go on live, and sometimes it's just crazy talk. TV shows, movies, snack mewos. It just gets crazy, and that's for members only. Augie's One Piece episodes. Mm-hmm. It's the T&D extra, and we do that for you guys. Adam will be staying on for all month because he just wants to talk Cursed Dead. So please sign up after
probably not tonight. Maybe once the fires are under control. But
yeah, back to Kickstarter.
I will be on every Thursday this month.
Yes.
So right now, that's our little background. But over there, see where it says "Say something." Say what's up, hola. You are now a Chat Migo. You're the most important part of the show. We love you. Want to treat you like family. We're going to shout you out right now. Even if you're just watching, or you're at work, or you're here to wonder what this whole campaign is about, drop a dot in there. We do want to shout you out. You're now a Hush Migo, and we just want to show you some love. Let's see. Shelf President with a very generous super chat. Stay safe, Cali fam. Let's raise some Cursed Dead, the best community on YouTube, supporting our own. That's absolutely right, Shelf President.
Thank you, Shelf President.
Ernie,
Thank you so much.
I'm interrupting you again too because I did see a little bit earlier some Cursed Dead questions dropped in there, and we are definitely going to get to questions from the chat. So if you don't mind, we're going to talk for a little while, and then if you can
we'll have a period
your questions later on once we start questions from the chat. That'd be awesome. So please stick around and
we'll tell you when. We're not ignoring or anything,
we just might lose them in the chat while Ernie's reading everyone's names and everything.
So honestly, Adam and Phil are honestly here to do their thing. So we're going to give them their time and everything. When we say it's time for questions, then put them in there. We're not skipping you or anything like that. We will get to you, but let them have their time. Let them say their spiel. But Adam will keep
I'll
dropping
answer questions as soon as you're done reading people's names. I'm ready to go.
He's going to drop the link in the Kickstarter right now. So, open up those 2 windows so you can take a look at as well right now as I go through the names of what it is, get a little jump and a head start. We know it's all over social media. And, if you're still wondering what to do too, the best thing that you can do to help out as well is to share, repost those pictures, give the links, let everybody know, hey, check this out. Maybe it may not be for you, but it's definitely going to be for somebody else. Just get one figure because you don't want that FOMO.
Your grandma might be really into super articulated 6-inch scale monsters. Like you never know.
Yeah, my grandma wouldn't let me have these. That's why I have to light a candle. So I'm gonna get them.
That's why you have to eat a vanilla scented candle.
Have a chicken's head, everything. All right, what's up, Nick's Figs? We got Just Jeff 45, Mark Rose, the Wrestling Hound. Woo! We got East Coast Figs. Rhino Hobbies is here. Jimmy Seals, dude, get your people and tell them, hey, this is the best deal out there. You know what I'm saying? Cursed Dead. Zio Adams. We got Dorian G, Paul Morales, Winger Luz, Plasty. ¿Qué pasó, Plasty? Hola. Buenos noches. How are you? John, representing the Hush Migos first. What's up, man? Stormfire Blizzard is here tonight. We got Fortress Madamus, Chill Zone Collectibles, Brick Something, Matt Logic 44. Sath is here. Blunt Force Honesty. We got Rhino Hobbies, Paul, Marcus Yee. What's up, Marcus? Juan Sanchez is in the house tonight. Shelf Presence. Brick Something. Bradley. Hi, Brad. How are you? Shelf Presence. Justin B is in the house. We got Winger Luz. Punker Mike. What's up, Punker Mike?
What's up?
There it is. Ray Paz is here. What's up, Ray? Doombot 9000. Nick's Fig, Side 9, Brick. Figure Fight Club. What's up, man? Shelf Presence. Skinny Fett. Not to be confused with the Fallen Fett. That's the other one. Skinny Fett. What's up? Snack Migos is in the house. Marcus E, Brick, Jimmy Seals. Justin's here. 796 Studios. What's up, Mario? How's it going?
The
We got
Contour
Ray
King is in the
Paws,
house.
Justin, Adam. There's the first link for you. We got D Rock 812000. How are you? Ray Pause. Rick Jones is in the house. What's up, Rick Jones?
What
Plastic
up?
Bubble is here. Who else got Fear Fight Club? Plasty, Rick. Ender Shadows in the house. Renzi's here. What's up, Toy Renzu? How are you? D Blake Makes is in the house. A little bit of shake and make going on down there. Yeah, what's up, D Blake? How you been, man? Thanks for being here tonight. Plasty, Figure Fight Club. KJ's in the house. What's up, man? Zion Collectibles. Ultra Bat, Ultra Fantastico. Worldwide. Who's going to back it? Maybe you.
Maybe
Come on, jump on this thing. Manic Mike is in the house. We got Diggs Figs. What's up, Diggs Figs? We have Ceres Lupin is here. What's up? D Blake, how's it going? Shell Presence, KJ Plastic, KJ Dig. Jean is here. What's up? Sal Sandoval, D Blake, Paul, KJ, Diggs Figs, Shelf, Ceres. Let's see, D Blake. Who else we got? Oh, I lost it there. Tripping with Toys. Tony Collector 10 is back. Jelly Figs, how you doing? Jonathan is in the house. And that's everybody.
Great job, Ernie. Great job.
Yeah, let's get to this.
Oh, and
80s BB. What's up, Dario?
Ooh. And Jack
Dario's
specific.
already all in. Are you too? What's up, Jack?
What up, Dario?
Yay. All right. Now, let's go ahead and get into our hauls, yeah? All right. Phil, did you pick up anything this week?
Or recently? Any
Yeah,
new
recently.
toys? Any new stuff?
No.
No?
No.
He's been busy.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough.
Let's see
fair
the
enough.
Darksider's Death for the first time today. That thing is
Right.
Oh, yeah.
That was also made an appearance in my top 10.
Yeah, I think
Yeah, that thing's dope.
I'm gonna probably have to pick that up. So
It's
that
really
would-
nice.
Yeah,
I'll let you touch mine.
cool.
All right.
I want to see that.
Phil, just so everyone knows, because I think one of the questions was asking about what other stuff we have planned, and I have Phil. I mean, like, I don't want to take all the credit. Phil has himself too. Digitally sculpting some additional stuff just in case we happen to hit some stretch goals. We're making sure that we're well prepared. So
Nice.
you guys can help us get there. We got ideas out the
All
wazoo.
Heck yeah.
Awesome.
More.
Awesome. All right. Chamba, what you get this week?
Nothing this week.
Cue that music, Ernie.
Dang, Chamba.
Oh, it's
You
good.
want to go out?
No, it's just nothing has arrived. I have shipped nothing yet, so maybe like later this month, early next month, possibly. It's nice to not have anything to open because I get to appreciate the stuff that's scattered on my desk.
No worries. Ernie, what'd you get this week?
The clearance king came in again. Let's see. I got me a Book of Boba Fett Tuscan Chieftain, $6. It was marked down to $7, but I'll even turn in a markdown. I was like, "Do you see that damaged box? Can
Oh
you
my
take something
God.
off for that?"
Did you need it,
I
Ernie?
took off another $1. No, not at all. But it was $6. So
Yeah.
it says
So I
Boba
guess-
Fett on it.
So the New Year's resolution of like not randomly picking up stuff you don't care for. But
You
because
are
it's
such
cheaper.
a hoarder.
It's Book of Boba Fett though.
He has
Are you gonna
no
bust it
shoulder.
open? You're gonna bust it
Yeah.
open? Okay. I mean,
Yeah.
I
it's,
would hope
it's-
so.
to be fair, it's already busted open. So yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Henrock's in the house. What's up, Henrock?
I got
Yeah,
me a
Henrock.
Yeah.
little shin hottie for $7 with cloth
Hottie.
goods in the saber. Yeah.
Oh,
She's
did
cool.
you? Is that the one? Or is that? Did you go after I
Target?
gave you that? Okay. Yes.
No, I had totally forgot. I
Oh.
actually went like 4 days later and I was just roaming and I found it over in the sports section. So, heck yeah.
Lovely.
I know. And I needed her because I got the Walmart one for $5. Boom.
Jimmy Seal says nothing wrong with getting a deal, Ernie.
See? That's
No,
what
no,
I'm saying.
absolutely.
Jimmy
Absolutely.
Seals.
Jimmy
Check
Seals.
out his
Don't
white
even-
van in the back.
Don't encourage him.
And then at Downtown Disney, they have that new Marvel store. And I went in and they had Superior Spider-Man. So
lovely.
I picked this up because I
Dude,
get it over
The
there.
deco on those eyes is super cool. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
the
Mhm.
Great idea.
reflection. I really like that.
It's a great idea.
I
Mhm.
can't I don't have that good of a camera, but yes.
It's also in the
Yeah.
box.
It's there.
Maybe if you take it out the box.
Yeah, if you take it out of the
Yeah.
box, we'd be able to see
Yeah, we could see.
Yeah, I don't want to cut into Phil's time. So yeah, that's what I got. So there we go.
to. Genius.
That's,
D Blake
yeah.
D Blake makes member for 34 months. Thank you so much. Rip into it, Ernie. Also,
Yeah,
kick
there
the
we go.
box. Maybe you'll find those Joe blasters.
Still never to this day. Still have never found them. I swear to God, I've moved the chair, everything. Corinne still asks to this day, "Did you ever find those toys?" And I was like, "Nope."
It's funny
No
because, like, Ernie, we all believe you because look at your room. Like, look at, I mean, of course you can't find stuff in there. Like, yeah, no one's surprised.
Stitch ate it. I don't know.
Yeah.
We're good. That's it. That's all
Oh,
I got.
that's all?
You're
Okay.
supposed to
All
do
right.
the time.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, time. Yeah.
That's it.
All right.
Yeah. Nothing else.
I'll
is
go
on sale.
next. What did I get this week? I got a care package from Chamba. He sent me literally a year's worth of Tim Tams, so thank you for that.
Yep.
I got these awesome Naruto cards.
Nice.
Oh, those are bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ernie, you should watch that.
Yeah.
And I got Turbo Granny keychain.
Oh,
Nice.
Yeah.
That's sweet.
Phil,
And then-
that's from an anime called Dandadan, which Ernie is watching. It's like his first anime, which is the weirdest anime ever. But my favorite thing is someone, I think it was Wing or Lose, on a picture of Dr. Scante said Dr. Scante would be a really cool alien character to go along with the Dandadan figures.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
It's like,
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
love-
It's true. And then from Amazon, I got in my Black Spider-Man. Lovely
Huh,
card
look at
here.
that.
This is-
how's the spider lined up on his chest?
Wow.
It looks really good, actually.
Oh, would you look at that? That's crispy.
Yeah. Yeah, look how crispy that is. It's just...
Yeah, somebody want Cheynee to rip into it or something? Like,
Nah, I already got an open one.
wow, that's
Yeah.
nice.
While I was at Target this morning, I did see another Wolverine, so I picked him up.
Heck yeah.
I wanted to keep one in the card, but I have 3 already, and I just keep plugging them in the display. Like this one goes with like the the classic costume versions. I have another one in the Secret Wars, and then I picked this one up to go with kind of like the Outback team that I'm kind of forming. So it works so well. for
Cheynee,
all
I
of
did
that.
the because I got him last week and I did the head swap with the X-Men 97 figure, but Machu mentioned the claws from the movie Wolverine
Mhm.
swap in
Mm.
perfectly, and I did that,
Oh, really?
and they look so good. They're so much better than the little pin claws. They're
What is that? Are they more what, silver? Is that what it is?
And they're not like a thin like needle. That thing is weird.
What is that? Is that like an anime Monchi-Chi or what is that?
It is a
Come
Pop
on,
Mart.
Chi, nice.
It is a
Oh.
Pop Mart Boo Boo. My wife got this. She was super excited. She had to go through all kinds of turmoil to order it,
That's
and
huge.
with a lot of
Yeah,
thanks
That's awesome.
and teamwork with her and Yoko, she was able to acquire it. Right?
Is that
Oh, for
Yeah.
reals?
is that readily accessible, or is it is difficult to get?
It's tough to get. Yeah, you can't just go buy them. Like you have to wait till they go up, and but it's
Dang.
interesting because this thing has got like decent like articulation for
Oh,
being
Wait, it's
like,
articulated?
Yeah,
look at
yeah.
that.
Cool.
And then its tail even has like little ratchets in it and stuff.
Whoa, that is
Yeah.
awesome.
Daughter would
Yeah.
love that.
Oh
That
my
Yeah.
just became way
God.
cooler now.
Yeah.
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 Really cool.
Articulated like plush things
Dude,
are
it's the
pretty
best.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is
freaked me
wicked.
out though because
That is
my
rad.
little foot was possessed. I would not want that in my home.
They
So,
need to
yeah,
make a
this is,
gizmo like that.
yeah, you can. I don't know if
Gremlins
you can
and
hear the
Gizmo?
little snapping in the wings, but it.
That's cool.
Even the wings?
Yeah.
Wow.
I got mine first, and I feel really bad.
Yes.
Out to Yoko. Number
Yes.
one co-host.
Shout out to Yoko.
Shout out.
All right. And then I got in this SH Figuarts here. What is this one from again, Chamba?
Was it Shy?
Yes, Shy. That's what it was.
Yes, Chamba.
Thank you.
I primarily picked it up because she comes with a bottle of vodka and a flask.
Mm-hmm.
So
Cheynee, that's almost as bad as Ernie just randomly buying toys he doesn't want from Ross.
it was cheap on Amazon.
All right.
That sounds like Ernie right now.
Yeah, right. They even got high pitched and everything.
Yeah, you did.
It was cheap on Amazon. Yeah.
Let's
And then
blast
last
Ernie,
but
though.
least,
But let's tell Cheynee, good job.
hey.
Yeah.
Last but least, I got SH Figure Arts Momo.
Oh,
Mine's on the way.
Nice.
where's ours at, Adam?
How angry are you about it?
I have thoughts, and I'm going to explain, or I'm going to
You
put
can
my
do a
thoughts in video.
Just
In
sing a
video
review, yeah.
form. So
Cool.
yeah,
Can you put her in the
So-
dance pose?
no.
Yeah.
Oh, what
Oh, stay tuned for that.
Yeah.
But
There
that
is a
it
Bell's
for me.
Workshop
Upgrade.
fabric upgrade,
Yes.
but
Yeah.
I don't love it because it's just the lower portion of the sweater.
I'll explain why later.
Yeah.
But
It's
Is
for the
that the one
better.
I'm getting, Adam, or what? Where's ours at?
That you might end up getting that one if the Figma one is better. Because I'm gonna get both. So
All right.
there you go.
all right, Adam, what did you get this
I'm
week?
gonna show this just up
Oh
close.
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
This is with the movie Wolverine claws, so you can see they're
And,
just
and why do you want to switch them?
because the
They
the
look
claws
really
that he
cool.
comes with are like the needle thin like pin claws, and these
Okay.
are more traditional, shaped claws.
Got
and
it.
it's hot water. They swap perfectly.
Oh,
They're
okay,
the same
that's
exact
cool.
size, so it's like a
Okay.
really really easy swap. And then I just put the needle claws into the Hugh Jackman Wolverine because I don't care as much about that figure, and that's it. But I got one figure in this week. I do have a giant expensive Ami box on the way, but
Nice.
has not arrived yet. And I got in the third party. What is this? Summer, I think
Summer.
is his code name, but it's Michelangelo.
Okay.
And I almost dropped this line because of how many turtles I have. But you know what? I'm really happy I didn't. This is the best release so far. This thing is so much fun to play with.
Doesn't it make the others look like not as good though?
That's that. Like there you go. That's the problem. Like
Yeah.
it's like a weird problem because they released Leo first, then Donnie, then Michelangelo, and it's like Raphael and Michelangelo are my two favorites, so they're obviously going to benefit because they're going to be the best ones with the best
Right.
articulation. But it does make me want them to like redo Leo
Update.
and Donnie at this point, and it's like, damn it,
I don't know if they will.
yeah. I don't
'Cause
know
then how long would you have to wait for those ones?
Yeah.
Considering how long you wait, how long folks are waiting.
Like
for these
it
things.
has been many. It's been almost as long waiting for these as it has been for the Cursed Dead.
Ooh.
Haha! But it bumps.
Huzzah! All right.
Yeah.
All right.
That's it.
Wow, that's it.
Yeah.
Huh? All right.
That's it.
Yeah, that's all.
Before we get like this is Cursed Dead related, but before we get like too into Cursed Dead stuff, I want to give the biggest of shout outs to Plasti Addicto. He has been assisting with YouTube and doing clips and helping me post reels, posting a ton of reels himself. And it's because of him that we made a Cursed Dead YouTube page. I am posting the link right now. So please check it out, subscribe, like videos. Thank you, Plasti, so much for helping out with this. It's helping
He's
to
the
get the
man,
word out,
dude.
and we're also reposting, but it's now in the chat. So please go check it out.
Yay.
Good job, Plasti.
Yes, Plasty's the man.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Yes. All right. So shall we check the Kickstarter and see where we're at?
Yeah. I mean, last I looked, we were at like 55. We hit 55 today, which is really good. We're almost a third of the way there. We're basically a little over a week in. We have 22 days left to go. So tomorrow we have 3 weeks left of the Kickstarter campaign. So like a little over 1 week in, and we're almost at that 1/3 of the way there. Trajectory wise, that's pretty darn good for an action figure Kickstarter. I'm happy. I mean, I would be happier if it was funded already, but like that's unrealistic, guys. So we are trying. I want Phil to start teasing some of the stretch goals. He may be able to kind of do that a little bit tonight with maybe like at least a name reveal and a slight description of what the first one will be. We have kind of hinted at it on some other streams earlier, but I'd like to give you guys a little bit more of a hint. And we're gonna show you some prototypes tonight. I want Phil to do his Crankle voice. Cheynee is awesome. He's like, no,
not doing that.
Yeah,
do it in a booth. I'll do it in a booth, but I won't do it in front of people
in person. Yeah. So just so everyone knows,
there's a reason why when I was in a band, I was blackout drunk when I'd sing.
So Cheynee took the photos and video used in the Crankle Christmas song music video, and Phil wrote and sung the actual Crankle song. So
wasn't really any singing.
it was singing. And don't lie, you and Josh have a band, so it's okay. Jesse was actually talking. Jesse was on Chat Migos Assemble on Tuesday. He did an awesome job as our #1 cheerleader, and he also outed you and Josh for your band.
Oh, did he really?
For both of, he mentioned the alt band and your hip hop band.
The joke one? He mentioned the name of it?
I don't.
He didn't say the name.
Okay.
Yeah. Not appropriate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
So yeah, the Kickstarter campaign, we're doing pretty good so far. There's for anyone that doesn't know, there are 9 initial figures in Wave 1. 5 of them are basic figures. 4 of them are deluxe figures. The 5 basic figures are they're basically they're at a slightly lower price point based on the fact that they don't have soft goods, and the deluxe figures have additional soft goods and additional tooling and character specific accessories. So that's the difference there. All 9 figures, Phil and I have been working in the toy industry for a bajillion years, but this is our first big foray into doing a toy line ourselves from start to finish for ourselves. So we are working with established factories that do know how to do super articulated figures and high quality soft goods. But at the same point, this is our first time with factory. So we're not getting price breaks. We're not getting breaks on the minimum order quantity. So we have to make a bunch of each one of these figures. So pricing is based on that. We are a small indie toy company, despite the fact that we have been working on toys for decades. This is our first go at it. And I have seen some people are totally fine with the price because they're, I guess, like me, where they buy toys at a variety of price points, and that's the way it is. And then there are other people that have expectations of lower price points, and I'm not putting that down. I would love if everything had Ernie Ross prices. Like that would be absolutely fabulous. Unfortunately, we can't do that quite yet, but give us some time and give us a couple waves. And I shouted him out on, I think, the Unparalleled Universe stream back in the day, but Bobby Valla and what he did with Action Force, I have very high respect for that. And the fact that he was able to lower pricing a couple of waves in, like that to me was like one of the biggest baller moves. Like it was like super, super cool. And I respect that. And I personally would love if we can do that someday, where it's like we have a working relationship with a factory and we're ordering stuff like more quantity and additional waves, and we're able to get better pricing. I would love to do that. Like, that's definitely, it's a dream. And, you know, like, Phil and I aren't in this to like make money. We're in this to make a toy line and not lose money. So like, unfortunately, in the toy industry, at least myself, and I can speak for Phil too, I think we do this because we're passionate and we love making toys. We're not like, I live paycheck to paycheck, guys. Like, it's like I have credit card debt. Sorry, Phil, making you sneeze because don't talk about this.
He's allergic to death.
He's allergic to this.
So am I.
Yeah. But like, it's the truth, you know. Like, honestly, like we just want to make this toy line. We're trying to make toys. We you know, we're in this.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna have
haul.
a coffee. I'm gonna have a sneezing fit. Hold on a second.
Okay.
You could. Yeah, he doesn't realize that he could just mute his
Yeah,
mic.
it's the button.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm teaching him the learnings of the internet. But
It
yeah,
happens.
in general, like this, we're doing this because we want to do this and continue to do this.
For sure.
It's not like an in and out, like, get rich quick scheme. Like that.
You want it to fund itself, basically. Yeah, the goal is so it can.
Yeah.
And
fund itself so we can do more.
and on top of that, like, I do want to say that, like, you know, I can't speak for other Kickstarter campaigns because I'm not privy to their details and what they've done and what factories they've worked with and what deals they may have made. I know the factories that we're in contact with, and they're high end, and they're going to do very good jobs on our product. And the way I can kind of guarantee that for you guys is that Phil and I are in the toy industry. We work professionally making toys. If for some chance the Cursed Dead came out and wasn't quality, that would affect our day jobs. That would affect our livelihood, because we work in the toy industry, you know? So it's like, there's no chance that we are going to let anyone get product at the end of the day that we aren't proud of. So that's, you know, first and foremost, like that is what we're aiming to do. We want to make good stuff and get it into your hands. So I'll back off my soapbox for a second there, and maybe let Phil talk for a second. Phil,
real quick before we do that.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, this is important.
Nico Hodge, member for 33 months. Thank you so much, man. Everyone, please back this so I can get a crankle, he says.
Okay, so
thank you, Nico.
Can you full screen me for a second there, Cheynee? Because
yes, absolutely.
This is actually quite important. So the crankle, the one we were just talking about, that we have the Christmas. Oh man, I'm showing his junk. Yeah.
You're welcome, guys.
These are 3D printed prototypes. So they are delicate, they are fragile, they do fall apart in hand. The final product will be manufactured from real plastic, have good joint tolerances, stay together. But in general, this is a more of a delicate 3D printed prototype. But I wanted to show the crankle after that comment, because the crankle here was painted by our very own Nico Hodge, Artman Customs. So big hats off to him. He did an awesome job on this figure. It came out really, really good. I'm super, super excited for this thing. It's creepy as hell. And I'd encourage anyone that hasn't watched the Crankle Christmas song video to give it a watch. And the Crankle also, like, it's, you know, like, he comes with this awesome Santa face mask, because he is Santa's #1 fan.
Gross.
And
so gross, dude. The idea is so gross.
So that's going to be a friction fit kind of mask that fits onto his face. But then Crankle, like 8 of our 9 figures, also comes with a skull head that has a little tiny articulated
Oh,
jaw. So
Dang.
8 of the 9 figures in wave 1 have this skull head with the articulated jaw. The only figure that does not come with it is Dr. Crane, which is the fly looking character. And the reason why he doesn't come with the articulated jaw skull head versus all the other guys is he has a lot more unique tooling. He has more soft goods with more detail. But like we figure anyone that's going to buy Dr. Crane is going to likely keep it as Dr. Crane.
Yep.
So like that's it. That character just makes more sense. And then I do have this head, which is it's the same head, but it is without the hood on. So this is what the Crankle looks like without the hood on. So yeah,
I have a close up of the mask if you want me to show it.
yeah, go for it. Do it.
Okay.
Get it up there. You got some great pictures. Everyone, Cheynee180, he took pictures of every single one of these figures, and I have only shared a handful of them so far, but I will be posting a ton of stuff within the coming days. Like I basically, Plasty it gave me a hard time, rightfully so, and was like, you know what? Stop keeping stuff for spreading it out across the campaign and start posting all the time. And you know what? Plasty's right. I love him. I love him to death. And yeah, you're gonna see.
Do I get to show something tonight then?
You know what? Sure. I'm totally cool with it.
I want you
don't
to
even know
show.
what you're talking about.
Adam, I want you to show the Gordy skull. Do you have
the
that?
Gordy skull.
I don't have the Gordy skull here.
It should have been with Gordy.
I do.
Yeah, it's with the Gordy.
Listen, I have Gordy is right here. I just don't have the skull right here. I think it's out in my shed in my photo.
Oh, all right.
That's so crazy.
dude, you got to sell those 2-ups, man.
Yeah, I know a lot of people have been talking about the 2-ups in general, like
the
liking
2-ups
them. And don't get me wrong, like I love the 2-ups. We did the 2-ups because we originally showed these off at a convention, and a 12-inch version is easier to catch people's eye for the first time than a 6-inch figure. So we did it as 2-ups, and that's how it used to be done back in the day when things were sculpted traditionally. So we had our reasons for doing the 2-ups. They are awesome. I will say that to make them, like to actually produce them for people, it would require brand new tooling, you know,
for sure. Yeah.
And tooling is one of the most expensive parts of like it's the biggest hit money financially for creating an action figure. So I'm down, like I am down, but like that's another bridge we're gonna have to cross. Like I would be down to do it as a stretch goal, but it would be a very high stretch goal because of the tooling cost. So it is not out of the realm of possibility. I collect every freaking scale imaginable, so I'm into it.
Okay.
Also, Crankle wearing the mask is even creepier.
Yeah, it's really rough.
Yeah, it's gross. It's because it's not. It's like barely aligned in a way where it's just.
Well, it's supposed to be like a costume mask, like just.
That's why, yeah. It's freaky. It is freaky, yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely.
But the mustache is down around the beard, and yeah, it's
like
flawed.
the opening for the mouth is just like that's not cool, dude. That's crazy.
Yeah, I could make one of those pretty easily.
That's great.
Real life.
That's
we're like just about 50 minutes in, and I haven't said this yet, so I have to say it. Please, if you are interested in these, get your pledge in. You know, like I know that we haven't necessarily shown you a ton of pictures of everything yet, but if you're interested in anything, get a pledge in, please, because that's going to help us get closer to that funding goal and get closer to unlocking stretch goals. You will be able to see more, and the important part about this is you don't get charged until Saturday, February 1st, when the campaign is over. And on top of that, you can adjust your pledge up until that final day. So if you're like, hey, I think Gordy is pretty cool and I may go in for something else, it's like, go and pledge for Gordy now. You can go in until February 1st and adjust your pledge and change it to something else or add on something. And that's one of the cool things is for all the different reward tiers, we have some that are bundles. They're also available as add-ons. So the smart thing to do is you find the reward that has the most amount of stuff that you want. And if there's anything else you want, you do it as an add-on, and that is part of the deal. Like you go in, click the reward you want, and then it'll say, do you want to do an add-on? And the add-ons have all of the deals as well. So you can, if you want to buy like a Drinker 3-pack and then add on the Hate and Rage 2-pack, both of those are bundle deals. And you can do both of them at the same time as your pledge by doing it as an add-on.
We should say that Punker Mike painted Gordy.
Yes. Yeah, totally. Thank you, Phil. That's why it is very important that you were here. But so I'm bringing this back up on screen. So we had members of the toy community. Like Nico works with me. Punker Mike and Phil are like best friends, despite the fact that I knew Punker Mike before Phil. I'm slightly jealous. But Punker Mike painted this and Dr. Scante, actually, and created an awesome dio for Dr. Scante as well.
It's amazing.
It's really, really cool. You will be seeing more of that very, very soon. But yeah, we had Nico painted Crankle, Punker Mike painted Gordy, Beardy, who I work with, and a lot of you guys know, painted a bunch of the other figures. So we really had like an all-star team of industry people and toy community people. This is all people that are passionate about it. And then, yeah, Cheynee did this awesome picture of Gordy for tonight's thumbnail. And in his hand, you will see an axe that we would love to start including in either accessory packs or a stretch goal or something. So if we get closer up to one of the things that I have loved about like McFarlane's Kickstarters that, in all honesty, don't need to be Kickstarters. But
he does it because it's fun.
I respect the hell out of the man. Like I think he is awesome. He's super creative. It's funny because he uses Kickstarter purely for like marketing purposes because
100%.
He's already got the figures in production at a factory. So it's not like he's like using the Kickstarter funds to pay for it, like what we're doing. But what I really do like about it is instead of like kind of those traditional stretch goals, he starts adding stuff into the figures. And it's like, I think that that's a really cool way to give back. Obviously, we have 2 stretch goals planned that are, way down at the bottom of the campaign that are just hinted at. And they're 2 new basic figures, mostly because like I really wanted to get 2 more figures into this line, and both of them are really cool. And Phil, I'm going to let you talk about the first one in a second. But if we hit those and we still are doing well, I would love to start including some additional accessories with figures and doing some other cool stuff that's kind of our way of giving back.
They're all builds.
I just want you guys to know that it's like I said, we're doing this for the love of it and because we want to make this happen and we want it to be something that you guys love too. So we're not just trying to do this to like pull one over on you. We're about giving you something awesome at the end of the day. And if we're able to.
How does one pull one over, Adam? Just curiously.
I know. I wish if I could figure that out.
How do you do that? Because I don't see any way of doing it.
Yeah. Nor do I.
One other thing real quickly. For the people that are asking about the 2-ups, that can really only be a possibility like if all of this gets
funded. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. So like if you want 2-ups, like you definitely want to support this.
Got to make this happen.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. So Phil, I think previously we kind of started teasing that maybe that first stretch goal, it's a basic figure. It has some new tooling, but it's still based off of this our skinny, super crazy articulated base body. But
It's 5 new parts.
5 new parts. So
Six.
six new parts, and it has a aquatic theme. If you wanna, like, go ahead, Phil, take it away. Why don't you tell them the name and give them
I'll
don't
give you the
go full
description.
in on the backstory.
Yeah, I'll just give a quick description.
Yeah.
We wanted to do Gilman, Fishman, but I wanted to do something different. So the creepiest fish that I've ever seen is the anglerfish.
Oh.
So it's an angler fishman. And it's a lot of throwbacks to the Creature of the Black Lagoon. I love that design, but a lot of modifications to things that would like make it, well, the way I would imagine it, be able to swim easier. And it's basically a mangler. The mangler. It's an anglerfish man.
Mangler.
That's cool.
Nice.
I will say also that this was my fault. So if anyone disagrees, well, screw you. It's my toy line. But I insisted that while Phil took a lot of design cues from an anglerfish, I hate the little dangly thing. So I was like, there is no dangly thing. So it's got all the creepy aspects
of the angler,
face minus the goofy dangler thing.
You could have made that like an attachment even though.
Yeah. I like, it's just like it's too goofy, and
it is silly.
The story of the mangler, it's not a single being like the Gillman or something. It's actually
like a species.
So this is an underwater kind of army builder. This will be at that basic price point. It's going to be like if we get there, if we get funded and then we hit our stretch goal and we unlock it, it's available as a single basic figure add-on, and then we're also doing a discounted
multi-pack,
both of our
3-pack.
Goals. Yeah, you can get them, and so it's like there's going to be like incentive to get these guys. And in all honesty, both of the basic figure stretch goals we have planned are up there as like some of my favorite characters. So I'm really hoping that we are able to hit them.
Cool.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Would you guys be down to kind of go into some of the lore and the story behind some of these characters?
Totally. I mean, like, Phil, do you feel like it's like, here's the deal. Phil is a lot of the brains behind these, and then I was his editor because Phil is an awful speller and he sometimes needs some grammar help. I love you, Phil. Don't hit me. Phil's also like 8 feet tall, guys, and I'm like 4 feet tall. So I'm lucky that he's in Long Beach right now and I'm in LA. Don't make fun of my spelling.
My spelling's atrocious.
Yeah. So do you want to talk about the characters? Do you want to?
Which one are you thinking of, Cheynee?
Let's go with the Wendigo because he's up here right now.
Well, Wendigo's an old story. It's an addition. We just kind of went with the old story. They're constantly consumed by eating and eating and eating. So he's eaten himself a bit. His accessory is a chewed arm, which could be used as a club. I've seen the goat head or the deer head before, but I wanted to do something with the deer head that was like completely, like if that thing was alive, it would be in utter pain.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's too many antlers there, like there's too many teeth. It is jarring. Like it's a messed up skull.
Mm-hmm.
So I went into looked up some diseases with skulls and bone and added a few things here and there that would make living with it impossible. So I just made a skull that was really twisted up.
Yeah, no, the sculpt on that is absolutely killer, man. Like it came out really, really good.
Even the angle of the teeth, I pushed them out so that if they were out, you would rip your entire mouth open.
Great.
Yeah. It's all stuff that I think about.
Sure.
Just so you guys know, Phil is actually super creepy.
Yeah. I'm really into horror movies. I have been since I was a very little kid.
Mm.
Hey, this is an awesome picture by
Great
our
photo.
very own Cheynee180.
Yeah, great photo, man.
Do you have the other one, the unmasked one too that you took?
I do.
Yeah,
That one's even more creepy.
Yeah, this guy, the Wendigo is literally one of my favorites out of the figure. I know I keep saying
it's one of my favorites as well.
But I even just yesterday I started up. We're gonna do on our Instagram Wendigo Wednesdays.
Yeah,
so
that's
every
great.
Wednesday, a little spotlight on the Wendigo, an extra spotlight on the Wendigo, because like I freaking love this thing. So I basically, for Wendigo Wednesdays, I brought the Wendigo prototype. Like I had him in my car and I just brought him around to different places with me and took pictures. So it's like, they're not like cool pictures like Cheynee's pictures. They're not my typical white background pictures. Instead, it's the Wendigo in like just weird, like real world places, because I was just like enamored with the Wendigo figure.
You know, Wendigo and Wendy's.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Damn it, I didn't do that one, but that's genius. I love that.
It's in front of a Chipotle.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one's one of my favorites out of all of them as well. I think this is the one that when I got them all, I had to take pictures of first. I was like, oh man, this one's so cool.
And then I did the soft goods, which cut myself, did the pattern, and then wrapped it around, did some work on the fur so that it kind of laid in waves.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
Phil, just I know we may have mentioned this on some other stream, but like Phil's background, like your family, you want to tell them? Like
My family are tailors. On
Oh.
the Mexican side of my family, my dad and my grandpa were tailors. So I worked at a tailor shop from the age of 13 to 16.
Oh.
yeah,
That's cool.
so
In
Phil
downtown LA.
actually Phil did the soft goods and creating the patterns for him, and then the other thing that I want to mention about the soft goods, because some people have said like, oh, some of this is a lot more simple. I want you to know that the soft goods, especially on Krenkle, Wendigo here, and Dr. Crane, I know myself and Punker Mike are very big fans of the old 3A toys.
Oh,
So
yeah.
3A was the precursor to 3-0. 3A is when it was Ashley Wood basically teamed up with 3-0.
Yep.
And 3A, what they're known for is their soft goods. They would actually apply some like paint deco stuff on top of the fabric soft goods. So it's like it was crazy, because like you would buy those figures and you'd play with them, and like you feel
Your fingers would start feeling.
clean.
Yeah.
you feel a little bit almost dirty.
It was
after playing
dirty,
with them
100%.
A little bit. And it's like there's this sense of realism, and like
100%.
it's kind of crazy. It's cool, and like 3 out of the 4 deluxe figures that's the plan. Like the plan is to do that. It's not to just be these like clean, perfect soft goods. They're supposed to be gritty, lived in, a little bit gross kind of soft goods on these guys.
Textural.
Yeah.
So
a visceral experience.
yes. So what is the story here behind Dr. Crane?
Oh, I mean, come on.
Well, I asked because a lot of people were asking earlier in the stream, what's up with Dr.
When
Crane?
you're a scientist and you fall in love with the fly and you get married, you can have a child that is
Like this.
Like this.
Hey, I want to give a shout out. Dave Wonder is in the chat. We were on Dave Wonder's stream earlier this week, and I think it was earlier this week. Time is a blur based on Kickstarters and real world events, but I believe it was what was it, Monday? We were on his show, Phil. Do you even remember at this point?
No.
Yeah, it's all a blur, but we were on. Go check out Dave Wonder's channel. And then also, if you check out the Cursed Dead YouTube, we've actually saved. I'm gonna post the Cursed Dead YouTube in chat again, but we're saving all of our appearances as playlists on the the Cursed Dead YouTube channel. So you can then go to our YouTube channel, and it'll have direct links to all of the streams that we were on and that we're going to be on that are coming up. So it'll be a nice little hub. And Ernie, the Fallen Fett Chronicles will be on there as well next week.
Thank you. When you guys come on Fallen Fett Chronicles, I mean, that's probably when you're going to get fully funded and get all the stuff.
Is that why you're so quiet tonight, Ernie?
Saving it all.
He's saving all of his energy and emotion for that.
I'm letting them have the floor.
Yeah, it's going to be part 2 over there. Like you said, Phil is a very tall man. He terrifies me, and he is a little bit creepy. So I'm giving Phil all his time right now.
But when you're on Ernie's channel,
beautiful.
It's his.
Yeah. This is beautiful though. I think this is probably going to be my deluxe figure that I pick. I mean, just seeing it from the get-go, I remember, back in the day and everything, and that totally amazed me. But to see it here now and we could be close to it, it's amazing. I mean, like the burn marks and the tears in the pants and everything. Phil, was this another one that you had done yourself?
Yeah, I did all that. Yeah,
that's awesome.
So
actually, Phil, I'm taking the tiniest bit of credit for that because we were like, you did it, but we were talking about it, and I was like, "Yo, use some watered down coffee to do some of the dirty stains on it, right?" Like, tiny bit of credit. A little bit.
Sure.
you did it, but it was my idea, so
you know
what I mean?
I suggested to make it dirtier with a brown liquid. Therefore, I made it.
I did it.
That's awesome, Adam. You nailed it.
Look what I made.
Yep.
Adam,
all the credit.
Yeah.
Without that, I wouldn't have. I mean, honestly, you saw Dr. Crane. It would not have looked as good if it didn't have a couple of splotches of coffee on it.
I hate you.
I almost set the entire coat on fire while I was burning out the parts.
I both hate and rage you.
Yeah, that part was. Had to catch that. I almost burnt the thing up.
Yes. What about Dr. Scante here?
Give them a little bit of backstory on Dr. Scante.
I don't have it in front of me.
No.
Give them story.
Not like I'm not even talking about the bio. Like, let these guys in on some of the joke here, Phil. Like, it's okay. Like,
Dr. Scante is kind of a lobsterman scientist. I've always wanted to make a lobsterman kind of scientist, like a crustacean scientist, but it was ridiculous, and he looks ridiculous, sort of. So I named him after something where I grew up in Boyle Heights called Scante. And he's a doctor that was working on a super soldier serum that allowed soldiers not to sleep. So they would be
like hint, wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
They would be able to
Urban Dictionary it, guys.
Yeah, they're able to not sleep. It's Operation Broken Windows.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So he's got a very interesting backstory, and Punker, Mike, and Phil love this one.
I never would have guessed with all the love put into this one.
Yeah.
Oh no! I mean, I love that him and the two doctors are like my love for 50s horror movies.
Yeah, scroll down a little bit, Cheynee, because what Phil's talking about. Look at the crazy blaster he comes with.
I love it.
too.
Yeah,
that
that's
one's
great.
cool.
But
Yeah,
like the 8 of the other 9 figures, he does come with the articulated jaw skull head that will be painted to match the body, so it'll look like Dr. Scante's coloring, and he comes with the regular 5-digit hands as well as his 2 claw hands.
So
You can make
Ceres,
him. Yeah.
Ceres Lupin, it's not a finger, that's a claw. It just, if you turn it to its side, it's a huge long lobster
Yeah, it's a really
claw.
long claw.
It's a long lobster claw.
You'll see some more images of
He
Dr.
keeps
Scante.
referencing it as a finger and a probing finger.
Yeah, no. I mean, if
it's-
that's a
it's
probe,
funny.
that's
Yeah.
awful.
Yeah, he's
funny,
if, that
and
was,
that-
if that's his gig, it's gonna
Yeah.
be painful.
The probing finger fits the Dan comment that Winger Lube made. Though,
Is that
a
what
little
it
bit.
is?
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
that's
that's
awesome.
yeah. The two scientists are kind of like, they could fit into the story. They have their own stories, but it's very like I have a love for all that 50s stuff, and a lot of the stuff you can tell. Somebody in one of the other chats nailed it. Like they went through like every genre and explained. They said
That's
what it
cool.
reminded them of, and it really is. Like I've been watching horror movies since I was a kid, so the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, it's all there. It's all in this bag of crap, and it's all there to reference and kind of pull from. And I'm a big fan of all that stuff. And
What's in
the
his
scientists
pocket?
were straight up. They're I think they're beakers, like a little.
Yeah, he's got little tools and stuff. That's some Punker
okay.
Mike editions.
Yeah, Punker
right
Mike put those
there.
in there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Before we continue on with other characters, we're like a little over an hour in. Cheynee, are you cool with us doing the announcement that we're going to do
Absolutely.
here? Yeah, we're going to post about this tomorrow, but we wanted to do a little bit of an announcement, for Toy Amigos hearing it first. We're actually planning a Frank and Sons meetup, not this Saturday, but next Saturday. So Saturday, January 18th at Frank and Sons. We're thinking around noon. We're gonna bring some of these prototypes to Frank and Sons, and we're gonna post up around the there's the picnic tables that are over by like the food court area. So we're gonna sit over there, have some of the prototypes, and anyone is invited that's like local to come join, and you can get a look at these in person. And I would love to encourage people to come, take a look at them in person, take pictures, share them on social media. But we wanted to do something like that. We thought it would be a really cool idea. I know, honestly, like this idea came from Unparalleled Universe, and I thank him. I think it's a great idea, and so we're gonna do that. And I think he's even driving all the way down to go. I believe might have talked Ernie into joining, but myself and Phil will be there. And we're gonna put the invite out to everyone, SoCal locals or not, whoever's interested. Saturday, January 18th. Cheynee, you want to pull up that image? You got that image around, maybe?
Oh, did I need to save the image? My bad. I thought you were gonna. I thought you were gonna post it on the your
I'm gonna post the image tomorrow. You got it as a Toy Amigos exclusive tonight.
Okay, give me
But
1 second.
So it's it's not that exciting of an image, but it does have the details. So if you got,
bringing it up right now, sir.
boom! Look at that, Ernie at the ready. That's it. We're gonna do the Fallen Fett Chronicles. We're doing it up. You're getting all the exclusives.
Boom, boom, boom. There it is. Come
But
on.
yeah, so that's the plan. And honestly, if there's anyone that you guys can think of in the chat that's listening to this, if you know anyone that's in the SoCal area, I would love for when we post this image on our social tomorrow, I'd love for you to share or tag anyone that you would like to go. If you can't go yourself, tell your friends, tell anyone else that you may know that is in the SoCal area around Frankensons. Come see some of the prototypes in person. See, it says it right there. Saturday, January 18th at noon. And we're going to be, like I said, right over in that kind of food court area with Kirstead prototypes. I will say I won't necessarily have all of them because I did pack up 3 to ship off to another photographer to take some pictures. But the plan is I will have at least 5 or 6 paint masters in hand, as well as the playable 3D printed prototype. So the playable 3D printed prototype is a little bit delicate. And Cheynee knows firsthand because he broke the wrist joint on it, and then I broke the ankle joint on it. So it's actually being repaired right now. But we will have that in hand for you to kind of mess with a little bit and get a sense of what the actual articulation is going to be like, and then you'll get to see some of the 3D printed painted prototypes as well in person. So yeah,
Brilliant.
Not this Saturday, but the Saturday after.
All right.
Booyah.
Awesome. Let us continue on with some of the lore here, if you will. Phil, I'm very interested to know where hate and rage came from in your mind.
Phil's teenage life.
Yeah, exactly. Actually, that was more of my grade school life, but yeah. Just wanted to make demons. The whole point of the skinny body was to make creepier figures to start with. Building them in the way I built them with all the scaling and all that going on was so that we could make so many different things from it. And each version of whatever the character was, the scaling and the proportions would add to it, and it'd be part and make it cooler. So the demons were basically just like easy ways to make twisted little monsters. So two demons, hate and rage, the brothers always at each other.
These guys are available individually, but also as a slightly discounted bundle 2-pack because they are the Demon Brothers.
Yes.
Oh, that's awesome.
So at the end, if the bigger story is that the old monsters and the new monsters will have to kind of duke it out.
Oh.
Yeah, Phil, do you want to talk about the packaging with these guys too? Like what?
So the packaging is going to be for the monsters, like the most of the monsters. It's going to be like old VHS tapes.
Bad,
wicked.
So the concept is that this is like Tales from the Crypt kind of vignette stories. Each character has its own story. Each character would in itself be like its own TV show or movie, like a B movie. And then the same packaging, because we'll have the ability for it to open, so you could see the thing inside of it. That's a great. I've never seen that.
We haven't posted that picture yet. Toy Migos exclusive Cheynee picture. No, it's good.
Cheynee, that's awesome, dude.
Yeah,
I've not seen that.
Took some great pictures. We
really
will be
good,
posting
dude.
these. Like these are all coming. But yeah,
I've never seen that, dude. That's awesome.
Yeah, the lighting.
I want to take credit for this one.
Ernie saw it first.
Ernie, did you tell Cheynee to turn the light on?
I just actually what I did was said,
spill some coffee on it.
You should take some photos.
Yeah.
So basically, this was my idea.
He saw the light and he's like, use the blue one.
Yeah, Ernie asked him to drink a cup of coffee, so therefore he invented it.
I do want to remind everyone too that Hate and Rage also come with the skull head that has an articulated jaw that is painted to match their body types. So you'll get like a black head with like some blue highlights on it for Hate, and then Rage. I believe I got this right. I hope I got that. And then Rage will have the red skull with the articulated jaw, or vice versa. If I mix them up, I am guilty of that because I didn't come up with those names. Phil did. But yeah, they are awesome, and they look especially awesome with the skull heads as well. So really, really cool figures, basic price point, and also available as a slightly discounted 2-pack. If you get both of them, I think it knocks off like $5 from the total. So available as a reward tier or as an add-on.
Love it.
That's awesome.
You'll have your videotape packaging, which will actually have a window so you can open it and look at the figure inside. So it's not like blind boxed.
Nice.
That's
And
awesome.
so since we have the opening area, we're going to make the demons, that same packaging will look like an old book.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So VHS tapes and then creepy ass old books.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
So that's the packaging work that we're getting done.
Heck yeah. Well, since it's the brothers, can I show a picture of the brothers, like one of each, or no?
Yes.
Yeah.
Go for it,
Do
man.
it.
Yeah. Okay.
'Cause I've not seen these. That was awesome, dude.
Let me add these real quick here. And let's see. All right, so they're uploading right now. Yeah, no, these ones look cool. Like the hate, especially, like it really picks up light really well. It's awesome.
That's a beardy paint job.
Oh, I see.
Nice.
Yeah, just waiting for the other ones to
Yeah,
upload.
this came out great, Cheynee. Phil, this is awesome one. The whole brother story. I love the discount on the 2-pack.
Nice.
The announcement of the figure windows and the old boxes and books. This is great, you guys. The link is in the chat. Like, again, don't wait on this. Money will be taken out on February 1st. Go ahead and start making your picks now. As
That's a
you
great
pick,
shot.
it's actually help funding it. You know, you
Mhm.
don't have to be a butthole and just wait till the end. You want to
Brandon,
go and
did you put
pick
your
them all
pledge
now.
in yet?
Yeah, I'm using different names for you guys. So there's one in there that says Juan. That one's mine. Lupe. You should see a name there too that says Lupe. That's mine. I'm trying to, really get it in there for you guys. So yeah, look at that. So this is obviously then Rage, the brother.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we have hate.
So the Jinn also is one of the demons, and they all have a blue orb inside of them in some way, shape, or another in the heads.
Oh,
The Jinn
okay.
has it in the Jinn has it in the lamp, but these guys have it in their heads.
You showed off the Jinn already, right, Adam?
I did. I showed your close-up picture.
Okay.
Of the
All right.
Jinn
I'll bring
here
that one up.
Also, while you're loading that, if you want.
Can we see Rage again?
Yes.
Here.
You mean me show it or Cheynee show it?
No, Cheynee show it. Wow, that is sick.
The Jinn is really cool.
That's Beardy, man. Beardy, like
That's
Beardy went for it.
crap
Like
out
we
of me.
didn't give him a lot of art direction, man. He just went for it.
Yeah,
That was what Beardy came up with paint wise.
it gives me vibes of some of the Devil Man like paint stuff
Yeah,
on
dude.
it. That's like
Bro,
kinda
that's
cool.
chased me in my dreams before. This thing is just.
I mean, like this one also. I've mentioned it, and to Phil, and I'm gonna mention it here to you guys. It really reminds me a lot of the villain in the most recent Ghostbusters movie, Ghostbusters Afterlife, the ice guy, which makes me really want to do kind of like an icy blue inspired deco of this guy at some point.
That would be
I
cool. Yeah.
It's funny because like I say icy blue and it's like I'm like, oh, it reminds me of the Ghostbusters villain, but it's also like, hey, this is a Jinn, which is like a genie in a lamp, which a blue deco would be kind of cool for him as well for, some Disney-esque purposes.
Jeez, dude. That is sick. Yeah, this is exactly what I see when I hear wake up, it's 3 a.m. Like,
Get up now.
yeah.
Oh, we might need Cheynee. Hi. We might need Cheynee to be doing the voices for the Jinn.
That's good.
Yeah. Wake up now.
Wow, that's crazy. Okay, so again, all of these come with an extra head as well.
Yeah, scroll
That's gonna
down just a
match
little
the
bit,
hands.
Cheynee, so you can show the line art, and it shows what
Wow.
Hate comes with. So Hate comes with the figure that you see there, the skull head that's going to be in the same paint deco to match Hate. And then if you scroll down just a little bit more, Cheynee, you can see he comes with three sets of hands. Sorry, you went really far.
Wow.
But you can go
Okay.
out
Not
to
bad.
Rage, and Rage is the same way, where he comes with the head that is the Rage head. He comes with the articulated jaw skull head, and then he has 3 sets of hands. So the basic figures still come with like a good amount of stuff. I mean, the basic drinker figure actually comes with 3 sets of heads altogether, because he's got the open mouth, closed mouth, and the skull head, as well as the 3 sets of hands.
And no
That's
matter
awesome.
single or the double box version, you get all these accessories.
You
Correct?
get all the stuff. Yeah, all of so any of the like if it's like the Army Builder 3-pack of the drinker, you're just going to like, it's not like special packaging for that. You're gonna get 3 VHS tape packages of the drinker. Same thing with the Hate and Rage discounted 2-pack bundle. It's not an actual 2-pack. You'll get 2 individual figures together for a cheaper price. So like that's
Excellent.
that's the idea of the bundles.
Awesome.
Yeah, I like that. That's great.
All right. Let's see. Before we start to run out of time here, I wanted to go ahead and
questions.
Yes, open up some questions. Ernie, before we throw it to the chat, do you have any questions or any more questions?
No. I have a little YouTube channel that if you guys wanted to send me some figures, I could really just show them off.
It's funny you say that. You're not the first person to ask. I actually have received quite a few messages about that.
Wow.
So I want to take just 2 seconds just to tell people what we've shown in the Kickstarter, and like what Cheynee's photographed and what we'll be bringing. These are like, they're not, I say one of a kind, but we have the digital files, so we could always 3D print or we mold cast additional copies. But these are prototypes, so they are basically one of a kind. We'd have to go through the prototyping process, like a chunk of it, minus the digital sculpt, but we'd have to like reprint or pour resin castings in order to make another copy. So we don't have like samples willy-nilly to just send out, and they're also delicate. They're not like, that's why I felt guilty about asking any of my friends in the toy community about photographing these. I didn't feel guilty about asking Cheynee because I'm on Toy Migos so all the time, and this is part of my contract negotiations. So
indeed,
I forced him at gunpoint to take his very nice pictures of them, but they're not very easy to photograph, and you guys might see this firsthand when we're at Frankensons, or you've probably seen it on stream where it's like a handle fall off or an arm will fall off, and it's because it's like these things are just pinned together prototypes. They're not manufactured like mushroom caps pegged together. Like the final manufactured product is going to be like a toy that you're accustomed to. These are not. These are prototypes. These are way more fragile.
Depending upon who glues them together, they will fall apart even worse.
Yeah. So and that's another part of it is that you'll see like some of the stuff. It's like, why is that in the same pose? And it's like, well, because we glued it together because we brought it to San Diego Comic-Con or Legion's Con or Designer Con, like, and we need to make these things not fall apart when they're on display. So, some of it we're a little bit limited, but that's why we also have that playable prototype of the drinker that we can pose around a bit. So that way you can see the articulation in action and just know
and that falls apart too.
And even that, because it is still just a 3D printed prototype. So, but at the end of the day, you're going to get a high quality action figure. It's just that these are not manufactured. They're not injection molded final pieces. They're prototypes, guys. So
absolutely.
Like that's
so to everybody asking that to receive figures, I think the best answer is sure, go ahead and pledge to the Kickstarter, get those figures in, and you can review them all and give your honest opinion. So Yeah,
Yeah,
that is the best answer to give.
I
Indeed.
know the question section hasn't started yet, but Manic Mike says, will your signatures be included or extra? Unlike Ernie, Phil and I will sign anything for free. So if you did want, I think that I'm like,
You're doing it
no
wrong.
one really needs my signature.
Well, nobody wants my signature either. So
If they,
Yeah.
but Phil, if someone asks us, we will. Yes, of course, we will sign these. We
You
will
mean
take
it's
it
not
seriously and we'll do it.
$50?
Yeah, we will feel a bit silly about it because we don't think that it means anything. But if
Yeah.
it means
Gonna
something,
bring the
if
value
it means
down.
something to you guys, we will absolutely do it, and it's free of charge.
Phil,
we're not going to charge you for it.
Sometimes, I mean, I'll talk to you at Frankensons, but this is how it should go. Paper or stickers, $10, $20 for a figure, and it's $50 for Chi-Chis. Okay, that's just the
I get
standard.
the $50 for Chi-Chis. I get that.
Yeah, that's.
Do you show them or do they get to grab them? Question.
Oh, you need to get a good signature in there. So.
You're signing Chi-Chis.
Yes,
Phil
that's
hasn't heard about
they're going to see your
Disneyland
Chi-Chis
parking
grab
lot
you.
body shots yet either.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a whole story for
it's,
another time.
It is.
But Chamba, do you have any questions for Phil or Adam here?
No real questions, unfortunately. Not for me.
Sal Sandoval said, "Hey, Phil is a legend. He worked on Toy Biz Resident Evil. Phil is a legend. Like literally,
and
like
a bunch
when
of
I
other
was
stuff.
in college, I told this story the other day of how I first met Jesse Falcon at Big Apple Comic Con, like in the late 90s, and Phil's sculpts were on display at this convention, and you know, like he was already a legend. He had already been sculpting Playmates Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles for years and had moved on into doing these Marvel characters, and that's even before like Spider-Man Classics and Marvel Legends were launched. We're talking about like in the Toy Biz 5-inch days. Some, like, if you can remember back, if you collected back in those days, some of the craziest sculpts, like they weren't as articulated and they were slightly small. Not all of them were small, but they were a smaller scale. The crazy ass sculpts likely done by Phil Ramirez. So yes, he is absolutely a legend.
I've been doing it since I got my job in the toy industry when I was 17. I've been working in the toy industry as a sculptor since I was 18.
Wow.
And I'm
27.
52 now. So as an elderly fella, I've been around.
And you're 27 now. Wow.
Yeah, I wish. Mentally, I'm still 14, but
yes.
And my body's a rock solid 68, maybe 70. Yeah, lots of mileage, man. Lots of mileage. And the brain, who knows?
Yeah.
Probably got a lot of holes in it. In fact, I know it has holes in it.
Speaking of legends, we've got a legendary photographer in the chat. 1-6 Shooter is in there.
Nice.
He might be able to take some photographs of the Cursed Dead that are quite mythic. And so
can't wait to see what he does.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and open it up to the chat here. So after I type in go, you guys go ahead and start firing away at your questions. And yeah, let's go.
Thanks, Sal.
Yeah, while those questions are coming in, I mean, you guys don't understand all the stuff that Phil has done. It's crazy. And Adam likes to be so humble, but he talks. I mean, the friends and the people that we have on this community and this show, like, we are so fortunate because, like, me and Cheynee just started a toy thing in his room, and here we are now, you know, surrounded by Chambas and Adams and Phils, and it's crazy. It really is.
I've gotten to spend time with you guys. I actually like you guys.
Camera.
I've spent real time with you guys. I like you guys.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Awesome. Was the first time you met? Was it at my wedding, or did you meet them before that?
We won't talk about that. But yeah,
I did.
We've met before that.
I just dropped Phil's Instagram in the chat, guys. Please give him a follow and scroll through. He's got, like, honestly, so much stuff that, like, he'll randomly dig through his castings and find
That's
old
so crazy.
He posts
It's one of
pictures
the-
of it, and like
Craziest thing ever.
it's stuff that you'll see and you'll just be like, holy crap, I can't believe he sculpted that. I used to play with that when I was younger. You know, like he is really a legend in the industry.
Yeah.
Manic Mike says, will Tails be a feature in the future?
You know,
We thought about that, honestly.
we wanted to incorporate that initially in wave 1 right off the bat, but
we were gonna have to pop a hole like a
the tooling, like it's like honestly, like because we sent these, like I'm not trying to like talk any smack about any other Kickstarters out there, but I'm not sure that all of them operate the same way that we did, where we went and we got our factory quotes like before any of this. Not everyone necessarily does that. We had our files were all engineered, factory ready to be manufactured. So we wanted to get the most accurate quote possible. So that way we could really,
Dial it in
correctly. So we needed to be a little bit economical in how many parts we were going to make, and that's why, like, you'll see, like, there's quite a lot of reuse, but there's also every character has unique tooling, unique parts to it, and then including our stretch goals that hopefully we get to. So Tails, that's the long answer. The short answer, yes, we want to do Tails. We actually have all sorts of other parts that you may think of when you think of creature, like maybe some might fly, and but like I would say that you got to think with and I don't mean to say this where it's like it's not necessarily obvious to everyone, but parts that are large is a bigger tooling cavity, so it's a bigger piece of steel, which is more expensive. So larger parts, like something like, so if it is a big long tail like that, it's expensive to do something that is quite large.
Okay, we have more questions, Adam.
Sorry. Yeah, I know. We only have a limited amount of time. I'll try to go faster.
Have you considered a hole in the butt for tail attachments or whatever, Adam? Seeing the Jin made me imagine it with, and others with big bendy tails, or even for future characters.
Definitely one of them that we
Adam hit it for sure. We thought about doing that originally. It just didn't work at this round. It can be added later.
Okay. Right. Manic Mike, accessory packs, maybe?
I would say if the Kickstarter campaign is successful, I'd say accessory packs definitely.
Okay.
And all the weapons that I made are huge. I went with like anime style, just ridiculously big.
Hell yeah.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
And like you guys have seen some, you've seen the Gordy X. You haven't seen, but we have Phil like designed accessories for like Hate and Rage have like, so it's like we have accessory packs, but we would want to kind of release accessory packs so that way you don't necessarily have to use them with certain characters. They can work for all
with anybody.
These are all based off of the same base body figure. So it's like we will make them so they will work for anybody. And it's like if you want to use them how we intended them, cool. If you want to use them with some other figure or some other line, also very cool.
Nice.
All right, Brick Something. Will we get to see painted skull heads at some point during the campaign?
You already did for Krankle. I posted it earlier this week, but you will get to see all of the characters with their painted skull heads. I said this earlier. Plasty gave me a hard time. I am going to be posting way more regularly. I was limiting myself to like one a day, and he was like, "Why?" And I was just like, all right."
He brings up a good point.
Plasty is a very smart man. I love him.
Jersey Devil?
Yes. All of it is on the table, man. All of it.
Every kind of creature.
It won't look like the illustrations that are on television or on cryptid sites, but it'll be my take on it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Brute style figs in the future.
Yeah, I've already built.
Yeah, so there, if you scroll through the Cursed Dead Instagram, you can see a second body type that we used to do there's teases in there for the werewolf, pig, and our version of the Krampus. Those are all on a different body type that we would probably do as wave 2. And Phil has even done initial digital sculpt designs for a wave 3 hulking body type as well. So
Big.
I'm going to cut in line here real quick. I know someone had asked on Tuesday. Is there any plans for like a female character or a succubus or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I've already got like 4 designs
Nice.
already built. One of them's part of the story. One of them's just classic stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, ideally, if I'm given the free reign to just do whatever I want, because I can make a living of some sort on it, I'll go crazy.
Yeah, you want to make them all.
Yeah, I've got a lot. I've got books of drawings and poor drawings, but drawings nonetheless, of all sorts of ideas. Yeah,
be cool to see like a Gorgon or a Medusa style one too.
Absolutely.
That would be bad.
Gorgon is high up there. A new take on that.
Heck yeah.
Or one called the ex-wife.
Stormfire Blizzard's question. I'm taking this one, Phil, because I'm doing a tease. You know, it'd be cool as hell. Mythic bears, demonic animals. Demonic animals. I 100%. So we just teased that other body type that is like it's got werewolf and pig based on it. But I will say that there's our other stretch goal. You know, so the first one we teased a little bit earlier in the show, talking about it being our take on the Gill Man. It's the Mangler. The second stretch goal that we have planned in this campaign that is like listed on the page is absolutely a demonic animal. So
nice.
It's badass. It scares me. It literally scares me.
Oh wow.
The Wrestling Hound says, how does the drinker look next to Mafex Nightfall Batman?
Okay. That's a great question, Hound. I love you for asking it. I took 24 pictures that I've already edited. They're ready to go, ready to post. I have not posted them yet, mostly because I'm scared because I need to educate people that our prototypes
are not size. Yeah, they're not.
We printed them. All of them are 104% scale. So that extra 4% is to
it makes a
account
difference
it's for production shrink.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Production shrink can be anywhere from like 1% to 4%. It's like it's because of the plastics that they use when they're doing injection molding. So because we're a little bit more old school, we printed and we did molds and casts, and we did everything with that extra 4% added into our prototypes. So all of the scale pictures that I took, I'm going to have this little blurb of text, because I like to mansplain things, but there will be a little blurb of text that says these will likely shrink about 4%, which could be up to 1/4 of an inch. So 1/4 of an inch shorter than what you see in the picture. And I'm just very nervous that people are going to see the scale picture.
They won't read it.
Yeah, it's not.
They won't read
like,
it.
They'll either be like, that's the perfect size. That's the size I want. Or they'll be like, that's
too tall.
Big.
Yeah.
And like, then I don't want to buy it. And like that, that sucks. And I like it. That's why I'm going to post them. I'm going to do it. I just have to work up the nerve to make myself think that like people will read and people will be educated enough. Damn it.
Perhaps if you put a slide beforehand that has the font on there, and then when they slide it over to see, maybe
that won't make a difference. They'll still
I know.
It won't make a difference.
South Sandoval says, Phil, a Bigfoot or a Yeti?
Yeah, second body. For sure.
Oh,
yes. Come on, we need to make this happen.
Bigger demons with some armor.
I wanted to add armor into these wave 1 guys, but again, tooling is what is what kept us from doing it. But we have, Phil, how many characters besides? So we have 9 figures in wave 1 plus the 2 stretch goals. How many other figures do you have already built on this body type? Like, I feel like there's like 6 more or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
That's good.
So we want
Wow.
just because we're planning to do another body type like next doesn't mean we won't still use the skinny body type
For
in
sure.
the future. We won't likely do it as a Kickstarter, like because
Right.
like
That'll be
honestly, the
tooled
big thing
already,
with
and it'll be
Kickstarter
likely
is-
cheaper.
yeah,
Mhm.
to get the tooling done. So if we can just make bits and pieces that are new tooling to work on the previous figure, we'll either include those as like additional like rewards in the next
Mhm.
Kickstarter, or if we can, partner with someone like Big Bad Toy Store wants to do an exclusive and,
Right.
like we have the budget for it, we'll do something along those lines. So it's like we do want to continue to build this line as a whole and not just like move directly onto the next thing. We want to use it all. So yes, armor
Okay.
for sure.
Per Hound's question, will we get
Yeah,
to see
Brick, I
prototypes?
definitely, that's my
Okay.
long mansplaining
Yeah,
answer.
yeah.
You will
Yeah.
see them, I promise.
A gnome or a duende?
I don't know what a
Ooh.
duende is, but a
Duende is
gnome?
like little.
Duende.
Duende is a little dwarfs and stuff. It's fine. It's the same thing, really.
A gnome. That would be. Can we put my head on it?
That would be great.
That'd
That'd
be
be great.
perfect.
Chupacabra?
Chupacabra for sure.
Of course.
Okay. What kind of horror stuff are you guys into?
Phil
I'm
can't
into
stop talking
everything.
about the substance though. Lately,
Dude,
Phil and
great
Jesse
move.
both.
Great
Great
movie. Yeah.
Great movie.
I'm a huge horror fan, have been since I was a kid. Like I watch everything. I literally watch like B-movie horror to like go to bed. I watch terrible.
My
Good to
wife
sleep
and I
too.
watch horror movies all the time too.
Yeah,
So
all the
Okay.
time.
Awesome.
Everything. If you have suggestions, throw them to me. I've probably seen it.
You've probably seen it, right?
What wave is the Carnatum in?
Ernie's gonna. Phil is horrified by Carnatum, but I don't think it's quite scary enough in the right way.
Yeah,
It's a different scary.
Yeah,
But
it's a
thank you.
different kind of horror. Yeah. Any fantasy horror?
If it's horror, yeah, watch it.
Yeah.
I
Tell
am
me.
I am a giant fantasy fan. Like, I'm a big Lord of the Rings nerd, Dungeons Dragons. So like, yes,
Harry
we wanna-
Potter is thing.
inspired by
yeah.
stuff
Creatures.
for sure.
Yeah. Gargoyles. Yeah, I'll do I love gargoyles. Love all this stuff.
Mm.
All right. All right. Any more?
Any other questions?
Going once. Going twice.
I like Chef Bernadette is really likes the Chamba Ernie drawing apparently.
Cool.
Brick something just asked the VHS covers. You're going to do full on movie style covers. So we do have at least one concept finished for the VHS packaging that I would like to share. It's not like totally finished, but it is really freaking cool looking. And I think people will like it, especially people like Ernie over there that are this way.
I think
over there.
where the debate is, do we do like The Cursed Dead as if it was like a video anthology? Like that's the packaging. On the back, you have the pictures of the different posters of each of them.
That would be
awesome.
cool.
That's awesome.
So like little vignette like that. This is going to be this one has episode 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and those are just the characters.
Did you do Manic Mike's about gargoyles? Because the gargoyles would definitely be in there too.
Yeah.
And like the cool thing with gargoyles is like, I would like to do gargoyles for sure, but with gargoyles, you kind of want wings to be in
You
the
need
mix.
the wings for that,
and
yeah.
I also really like the idea of like holding back on the gargoyles until we have the 3 different body types.
Yeah.
So we can do
The various
maybe
sizes.
like a couple different gargoyles of different sizes. and
Enormous
stuff, which
gargoyles.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Then you could do stone variants too.
That's what dude. The stone variants would
Yeah.
be sweet.
Stone, like honestly, like stone is how I wouldn't even want to do them as necessarily stone variants. I would want to do those
Just
as the
add
additional
stone.
ones.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
like
totally.
stone, like that's super cool to me. The Wrestling Hound asks Brazilian mythological creatures. What are they?
Yeah, Hound, name
Are they
some.
Like, yeah, it's like the bikini wax.
Stupid.
It's horrible.
Stupid. It's horror.
Witch King, please.
Oh,
Oh, that sounds dope. I mean, like I just told you guys, I love Lord of the Rings, but like obviously we can't. There's certain stuff where you
Tons
can
of
see
curse
that we like to be inspired by things, but like
Yeah.
we're also not trying to like just bite off of other people's intellectual
sure.
property.
I mean, you
We're
could just do
trying to
witches.
develop- yeah, we're
That's
trying
where
to develop our
Justin-
own IP. We're doing our own take on monsters
Correct.
and make our own thing, you know?
Mhm.
All right.
In terms of all the different cultures, monsters, yeah, I've looked into most of them.
That's awesome.
I like the Japanese stuff. It's weird as hell.
The yokai?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yokai has
and-
some really cool ones.
I mean, a
But-
really twisted kappa would be really cool too.
Yeah. Heck yeah, dude.
Justin, I'm not sure exactly what you meant by original monsters. So it's like obviously we're doing our take on vampires and stuff in this, but if you're talking about us creating our own original monsters, obviously Crankle is like creation, and I don't know if Phil mentioned it on this stream, but Crankle's meant to be an alien. Like he is an
Mhm.
alien that is obsessed with Santa Claus. So it's like we are going to do our own take on our own ideas of new monsters, but we're also going to do our take on classic monsters or mythic creatures and stuff. Like it's like we want to do them all.
Yeah.
All right.
Rock
Rock
Golem.
Golem.
Yeah, right along the lines of
Mm.
like a gargoyle. Like that'd be dope.
Mm-hmm. Let's talk Filipino creatures on the 19th.
Yeah.
There you
So
go.
we're
So
gonna
tune into that.
we literally are like Phil and I, you're gonna see us all over YouTube for
doing
this
a tour.
entire month.
Yeah.
We have streams scheduled on pretty much a daily basis.
That's awesome.
We've doubled up on some days. So
Nice.
you will be seeing us regularly. Some of them are pre-recorded. We basically are just kind of like anyone that's hitting us up. We haven't said no to anyone. All we've done is scheduled stuff. So it's like if you like stream on a certain time or day, like we might have to work around that because we've already booked up that day or time, but we're doing everything. So we're out there. We want to make this happen.
All right.
I don't know what like cucaracha. Cucaracha. I don't know. Hound,
I mean-
send me a link or something.
We should do
There you go.
kukui.
Yeah, Kukui.
The kukui could be wild.
Oh,
Mhm.
that'd be sweet.
That might be what Hound was trying to spell.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Possibly.
Yeah.
All right.
Unless I
How
call
about
it not X-Men. Yeah. So like a one-eyed Phil would
Yeah.
crush that. And
yeah?
we've talked about it previously, but Harryhausen is a big influence.
Oh,
So
yeah.
like, yeah, for sure.
That's why
that would
a
be dope.
2-up of a Cyclop would be sick.
Yeah.
Like big Cyclop.
Original gargoyles would be cool. Is a toy line PG or R rated?
So I would say Wave 1 seems to be kind of in that like PG-13 kind of range, even though like
Crankle's mask is. I mean, come
some
on.
of the story like
Right.
so honestly
But it's a
if we
mask.
were-
That's true. I mean, but it looks like a human flesh. I mean,
If it-
yeah.
if
Yes.
it was a movie or a TV show anthology, it would absolutely be R-rated.
Mm.
And we've already been talking, like we've been talking to people in chat on social media and also just talking about it amongst ourselves. We'd like to push this a little bit further. We want to do like stuff that you don't see so much. Like it's like Jesse, actually, I think he talked about it on Chat Migos Assemble with you guys. Like McFarlane tortured souls, and he wants to get like he's like, you guys should go creepier, like don't do it. There's nothing holding you
Don't
back
hold back. Yeah.
from doing like body horror and
Yeah.
adding blood and doing bloody painted variants or accessory packs with blood stuff, like so it's like
Yeah.
definitely, like
Down the
we're
line for
interested
sure. Yeah.
in making it creepy, guys.
Ernie's all, yeah, that sounds great.
Yeah.
Scare me.
His room will take over the
Oh.
toys.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Aztec or Mayan creatures.
Sure.
Oh yeah, like every influence, like we none
Anything's
are
on the
off
table, basically.
Yeah.
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 Exactly.
I
They
researched a lot of stuff. Yeah.
even said
That's
yes to
fair.
Ernie.
We
Yeah.
did. We will be on the Fallen Fett Chronicles next Wednesday.
Wednesday. Yeah.
Oh, elemental.
Elemental monster. I mean, like honestly, hate and rage are kind of in that vein already, but Yes,
Yeah.
even more so. Like, we're willing to do anything.
All right, we are about out of time here. So thank you for all of the questions, everybody. And let me go ahead and bring up the Kickstarter one last time before we wrap it up here. Adam, if you want to drop that link in the chat again.
Word.
And let's see here. All right. So here we are. Kickstarter is there live. Go back it now if you're interested in any of these. If you are interested in 2-ups, back as much as possible. No 2-ups till this has been
Just
backed.
gotta make it. Yep.
But yeah. But I gotta say, out the gate, what a great start you guys got. I mean, this is crazy. Like, you guys have knocked out like this number already in this short amount of time, and it doesn't look like you're gonna lose any steam there. So
No, we're trying. I
Let's
mean,
hope
like,
so.
honestly, like every Kickstarter for action figures does that kind of like that bell curve, and obviously, like, we're trying to counteract that, and that was my excuse to Plasty when he was yelling at me about posting more stuff, and he's right. Like, it's like I don't need to hold back because I want to fight the bell curve. I want to keep people interested during the whole middle portion of the campaign, but I also don't want to just wait like too long to show stuff. So you will be seeing a lot more posts from us. I hope no one gets sick of it. I hope everyone is still interested.
I think
But
everyone's
you only have
my feed, dude.
you only have a month though. You know what I mean? Like,
That's
you have
true.
till
You have to
the
push
end
as
of this
much as you
month.
can.
Yeah.
Tomorrow we'll make it so we will have 3 weeks left, and trust me, guys, we are in this for the haul. We're, like I said, we're going to be on every stream you can imagine, and talking about it to everyone. And please keep, like, if you have certain content creators that you're interested in, that you guys like, tag them, tell them about it. Please share our stuff with your friends, share our stuff in social media in general, like whether that's reposting or putting it in your Instagram stories or posting about it on Facebook. There's a Cursed Dead Facebook group too. So it's like,
Cool.
Phil doesn't Facebook at all. I am guilty of only like dabbling in Facebook, but I have been paying more attention to it with the campaign, obviously. So if you post in there, if you post questions, we actually, I will say this too, right at the end of the stream, because I'm thinking about posting it tomorrow. I love this. We got our very first unsolicited fan art. Someone posted it in the Cursed Dead Facebook group.
That's awesome.
I'm gonna post. That's gonna be one of the posts tomorrow, along with the post about our meetup at Frankensons. So we're gonna do fan art Fridays. So I encourage you, if you're whatever skill level you're at, if you're interested in any of the characters, draw a picture and we will feature you on our page. And we're gonna come up with something cool. Anyone that we post like fan art of, we're gonna enter you into a drawing or do something. We haven't figured that out yet, but we're gonna do something cool, like, because like,
nice.
It's badass. If you're drawing our characters, we love that. So
yeah, it's
we
awesome.
encourage it. We'll post about it. Just tag us or send it to us as a DM or post about it in the Facebook group. We will see it, and we'd love to do that. Figure Fight Club. Adam, are you guys friends with Bobby Valla? I don't think Phil has ever met Bobby.
I respect him a lot.
Yeah, I used to actually work with Bobby when he worked at Hasbro. So we worked together, and then when he was at what was it, Jazzwares for a hot second, and then we actually even worked together on some Action Force stuff, but it's not stuff that necessarily came out, or that I don't think he's even talked about it. But I believe we're scheduled to be on 3POA Saturday. I want to say it's closer towards the end of the campaign, like January. I want to say January 25th. I don't know. have a calendar. But yes, I've known Bobby Valla for many years. I buy Action Force figures. I respect what he does. January 25th, we will be on 3POA talking about the Cursed Dead. So
yeah, we had Bobby on here to talk about the Valverse stuff and Action Force and all that. So yeah. With that being said, though, we're all out of time. Phil, thank you so much for taking the time to come and hang out, man.
Always a pleasure.
Adam, it's great to see you here so many weeks in a row. I love this.
Yeah, that's wild.
I'm gonna take like 5 months off. I'm gonna do an
Full on Ernie.
Hot boy summer.
Ernie Hot Boy Summer.
Yeah,
Do it.
No, I'm
Hot
kidding.
boy,
I'll be back.
big man.
Yeah.
All right. So, Phil, how do we keep up with you, sir?
Instagram, Ramirez Studios 3D. And yeah, just anything on the Cursed Dead. Easy to find me there or there.
Love it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Chamba, how do we keep up with you?
You can find me at the Chamba on Instagram and Twitter. I'm often on the Toy Migos Discord. Chat Migos Assemble Tuesday, then not all Thursday.
All right. Adam?
I'm playing with myself all over the internet, but I care more about the Cursed Dead right now, and we are at _cursed_dead on Instagram. You can go to our website, which is just thecurseddead.com. That's got links to everything, the Facebook page, Instagram, our YouTube. I'm dropping the YouTube in here again and thanking Plasti Addicto one more time for helping us out and encouraging the YouTube page, because I think that's going to really help people see all of these appearances that we're making on, you know, like, so they'll be able to just click through our playlists and check out different appearances. And I also want to give a big shout out. We did Dave Wonder already. We're going to be on it. I believe they're posting it either tonight or tomorrow, but it's a Shellhead podcast that was a pre-recorded one. And Phil and I had a blast talking to those guys.
Cool.
We are on Figure Fight Club tomorrow night, and big shout out to Robo Don't Know. He shouted us out and talked about our campaign on the Weekly Rewind last Saturday. So yeah, thank you very much for doing that. And anyone, please share and like I said, tag content creators and let them know about us, because we want to get the word out about this line.
All right. And big shout out to our wonderful chat amigos for tuning in tonight. You could have been anywhere else, but you decided to be here. So we thank you for that. Ernie, how do we keep up with you, sir?
Wednesday night on the Fallen Fett Chronicles, we will have the Cursed Dead on there. It's probably going to be their biggest show that they've ever had, and help the campaign. So
because of it.
Ernie.
Yeah, for those of you part of the replay crew and didn't get to answer a question, go over there. You know where to find me. Look it up. It's on YouTube, the Fallen Fett Chronicles. We're going to do that Wednesday, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Parental advisory on that one. It's going to be an open chat. If you, like I said, if you're questioned or you thought about something after rewatching this or like that, bring it over there. We'll try and get it answered. We'll show off all the pics and everything again. And that's where you can find me, over there.
Right. And if you're a member to the channel, stay tuned for the extra. We will be back in a little while. But as always, I am Cheynee180 on Instagram, Toy Migos on Instagram, Toy Migos Facebook, Toy Migos Facebook group. Check out the Jaded Toys Street Fighter Facebook group, Toy Migos Discord. And yeah, with all that being said, thank you guys so much. I'm Cheynee180.
I'm the Fallen Fett.
I'm playing with myself.
Chamba.
I'm Phil Ramirez.
And remember, guys,
Cursed Dead.
they're not
Cursed.
dolls.